Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, the 18th of November. I can't believe the year is nearly gone, but anyway, hopefully next year's a better year. We all say that. Anyway, I'm going to quickly show you some of the makes I've done recently and some of the things I've stupidly done and frogged. But remember, got a great granddaughter here, so she's bumping everything. I did the butterfly shirt. You might have seen that on one of my shorts the other day. The butterfly top, Shyler Crochets. I'll put her link below. It's one of hers. I used that mixed pattern. If you remember, I bought the packet of mill end yarn from Spotlight. Video interruptions. Anyway, phone call interruptions. So I did finish doing that. The only thing I probably would change if I had if I make another one is these little peepers here. I would probably add the neck string that goes around the neck there as the antennas instead. I think that'd look better because I think they're a little bit pudgy. But anyway, that's for my granddaughter. My granddaughter. She's going to a festival. And then the skirt I made for her as well. I haven't quite finished it. I've got to make sure it fits her, it's the length she wants. Blah blah blah. That's the front. So I did that matching set for her the other day. But then she requested some booty shorts. So I created some booty shorts using Shyler Crochet. I just love it. The way she teaches is amazing. And I actually just did a little bit different to what she's done. I've added extra around here. After I'd already finished, I'd added extra for the waist. I've added the ribbon on the side to pull it a bit tighter if I need to. And I also added hearts on the back, which I haven't sewn on yet. So for little pockets or little patches. So she's going to some Byron Bay festival very soon. So did those for her. And then I also did, little munchkin, I also did finish, well, I think I'm going to add a little bit extra. The Hexagon jacket, which caused me issues, and I only finally got measurements the other day. And I think it's going to be, he's a big boy, he's very tall. It may be a little bit too baggy for him, but he's happy with the baggy. But there's so many errors in this. It's just a hexagon, so you're actually doing a hexagon round and round on two lots of it. Then I added the collar. Now I'll share down below the young lady. She's only a young lady. She's an Australian lady, young lady, who made one for her boyfriend. And I followed her pattern. The only difference I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to add a little bit more. I've done the collar, very little lapel there, but I'm actually going to make that a little bit bigger, so it looks a bit better. Hang on. She keeps calling. Anyway, so that's done. And the other issue I did, as you know, I keep picking up the wrong hook. Now I picked up my purple hook yesterday, thinking it was my size 4 hook, which I was going to continue with, and I'd already done a heap of it, and I realised it was actually size 5 hook. So it's got all different types of granny stitch stitches in it. Hang on for a second. I get mind blocked as soon as someone walks in the door, and my mind just loses my train of thought, because I hate people watching me. Little Miss great granddaughter here, she's fine, but anyway. So yeah, and I had to cuff the sleeves because I actually did it when I was doing it. I was doing it round and round like they say, but the sleeves ended up being too long for him, so I've actually cuffed the sleeves. Hasn't tried it on yet. I'm hoping it fits. I'm hoping he likes it, but I'm going to leave it open. A lot of young people like it left open, so it's like a little cardigan type thing. What else have I done? That, and that. And remember this? Now I did some shorts the other day. Some of you would have seen it, some of you wouldn't. But I stopped. I said I'm not making any more. And it was about probably, where are we there? So it was probably twice that. It was probably that size again, or a bit more. And it kept going on an angle, and it was stressing me out. Like, it's bad enough that I've got the wonkies happening on that side, which isn't, I know what I've done wrong there, but this side is pretty straight. But then it started to veer off into this, even though the numbers, the counting of these ones here were all the same. Now, there were 51 of those all along. I just said, I can't do this anymore. It's driving me insane. That's it. It's going to be just a short scar, like short shawl, like small, wide. And I just felt bad about it because I didn't want to quit. I really loved this stitch, and this is a great thing for me to pick up and go. Like, you know, one of those things you've got to go somewhere in a hurry. You want to take some crochet with you, but you don't want to take a new project or something that's too take some, you know, your mind up, or you've got to concentrate too much on. I know what to do on this one. I know all the stitches, and it's just a relaxing one to do. So this is my pick up and go piece. So yeah, I ended up frogging it all the way back to a point, and I'll get back into it now and use up all the other 2 balls I have of that and see how big we can get it. With that being said, I think where I made the mistake is at one point on time I actually picked up, I've been doing little videos of it, and I checked back to make sure I had the right hook, and I thought I had the right hook, but there's a difference. One was red and one was pink, and when I originally started it was pink, and then I kept on going and I realized I had the red one in my hand, like it's just a bit darker of a color. So I think that's where I went wrong. It was only like one size up, like, you know, the half size up, but it was enough for it to probably make it a little bit, I think that's what I've done wrong there. Now, I actually was very fortunate yesterday to make this into a ball that I can actually pull from the center without my wool winder. I have a wool winder packed away in storage somewhere. Don't know where. I don't know what shed it's in. I think it's in this one up the road. That's in half an hour up the road. But I can't get to it, so I wouldn't know which box it's in. So I did a quick Google search, and actually pulled out my toilet roll, because I thought there has to be something I can use a toilet roll for. So I looked up some how-tos on making your own yarn ball, and it turned out so good. So what you do, and I'm going to quickly show you now, I was going to do a shorts, but you know, everyone can do it. You get your piece of clean toilet roll and you put your thread through there, making sure that the thread you want to pull from the middle of the ball, obviously you got the wrong one, making sure, hang on Bubba, making sure the piece that you want to be able to pull is there, and you slit that over the other side. I put it in, I've made another slit on the other side. That makes sense. I'm in a hurry because my other granddaughter's coming. We've got to go and get some yarn. It's Spotlight for my sister who lives out in the Never Never, and wants some before next week. So I'm in a rush. So anyway, what you do, you just start rolling it like that, and after a little bit you just start to do that, you know, change the direction, go that way and then go that way. I've got a big knot there, so you get my meaning. You keep doing that, and at the end of it you're able to pull out your yarn, pull it out like that, and it becomes like this when it's big enough, whatever size you want for all those odd balls, and you can actually pull that center out. So you've got a ball of yarn that you're not rolling around the floor, it's coming from the center. I prefer doing that, you know. Yeah, I've done that for years. I don't like pulling it from the outer, and if I start making something from the outer I end up pulling it off and finding my inner. So anyway, that's easy. Toilet roll, 2 slits, put your other thing down here, your wool that you want from the middle down here, have it attached to something, so it doesn't get, you know, lost. Make sure it's long enough, and then wrap, and that's it. I probably will come back later. I'm going to go to Spotty. Said I'm not buying any yarn. I'm sending some of my yarn that I've got to my sister because I really don't like using acrylic. She likes acrylic. I like using cottons and stuff, even though these are all acrylic yarns. And I've got a bit of acrylics too, but there's some acrylic I don't mind using. This wasn't too bad. This is a softer. I don't like using Carnival. This is a really, I don't like it. I started to make a men's shirt yesterday because I wanted to see if it would work, and it's just so stiff. I don't like the feel of it at all. I really do like my bamboos and cottons and stuff, but this wasn't too bad. This was a softer. It was in that packet of stuff that I got. Remember that $20 bag of, if you saw my shorts, it was a Tasman Patons one, so it's a softer 5-ply. I doubled it for her booty shorts, and also got this. I think this was in the same. Yeah, this was in the same lot for that $20 bag of. I used that for the red. I've got heaps of this too. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all, but yeah, I've got a heap more stuff that I'm going to send to my sister. She can use it for something, and I'm going to go and see what other yarn she's got. I could get for her at Spotlight, and I'm not buying any more yarn. You know that's a lie, but I'm going to try not to, and if I do, well, I'm going to come back and show you what I got. Well guys, I managed to get out of Spotlight without buying any yarn for myself. My sister, I showed her via video 3 packets that she wanted. One is quite garish. She's got different tastes than me, but I'm sure my stuff is garish to many people. Anyway, so I managed to get out of Spotlight without any stresses at all without spending any money on myself, which is a miracle. But I've got so much yarn here. But my granddaughter came over and tried on her booty shorts, which fit perfectly. The skirt, however, is a bit too wide, so I'm going to be putting string, a couple of rows of chain drawstring around the middle for her to be able to pull it tight on herself. The butterfly top was a bit loose. I've got a muck around there. The black cardigan went off as a treat, but I actually added some lapels. She waited for it to be finished, only a couple of rows of crochet. Yeah, and so I managed to successfully get out. I'm so happy about that. But I'm here doing one of my rolls, and because I've got a proper one here to show you, you can see how I've threaded the two through the thing. You don't have to have it quite so deep. I just cut it, and then the other piece can be down here. The middle piece you'll be only drawing out, and as you can see, I'm just going to keep going two different ways, just like a wool winder would take it two different ways. As it does, it goes different ways when you're winding. I can't wait to find mine. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing this because it's a drawstring, and it's a bit of a mess, as you can see. So if you've got yarns that are a bit messy, and you've got time, if you've got kids that like helping, you can have them sitting there doing this, or just do this while you're watching a movie. So yeah, at the end of this, I'll come back and show you my new ball from this. Hang on. See? Oh, I've lost one of those. Have I? No, I haven't lost it. It's here. That's why it's good, actually, this end. It's good to have that little end there, so you know where it doesn't get lost and tangled in all the rest of it. And then I just slide this off like that. And then you've got your little special ball, and you just keep pulling it like that. You can store it really nicely. You can actually leave it on the toilet roll if you wanted to. Anyway, that's it for me for today. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye. Just a little add-on. I've just been sitting here watching a show and decided to add a little bit more to that little skirt that I made. I thought I'd show you. I don't know if you want that tie. That tie can be taken out easily, but it's an extra one to tighten it up. But I've actually put two long chains on the top and the bottom, so they've got knots on each side, so she can actually pull that to size, whatever size she wants or needs. So hopefully that will work. I'm hoping it works. Took a while. That threading took a long time to do, but yeah, it's quite pretty. I think it's quite pretty, and that wasn't bad for balls of yarn for $10. A little outfit for her, and my brain is saved for another time. Okay, I'm gonna find something else to crochet now.